Hello Pisces, and welcome to 21 love messages from the person on your mind. Let's get started and stuck into this. Let's see what your person has to say to you. Spirit, what do you have for Pisces? What can we tell Pisces about their person? What's on their mind? What's on their person's mind? Thank you, Spirit. Pisces, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing well. Okay, Pisces, first up we have got, I didn't want my demons to tarnish your purity. So take it as it resonates. This is a general reading for a collective, so be sure to take what applies and leave what doesn't. I didn't want my demons to tarnish your purity. So your person definitely sees you as somewhat innocent. They view you as somebody quite special, somebody quite pure-hearted. Somebody with a very big heart, very, like, you have a great capability to be empathic, empathetic towards people. You care a lot about people, and this person loves that about you. They just see you as such a loving person, and it's one of the reasons why they love you. So you are very dear to this person's heart, okay? And this person just doesn't see themselves in the same light as you. They don't see themselves on the same level as you. They don't think they are particularly a good person. They think that they could be better, that they could be a nicer person, that they could be a more selfless person. And for that reason, they just didn't think that they were good enough for you. They thought that they'd just drag you down, or maybe they thought they were dragging you down. They were just not good for you and good for your well-being, okay? I feel like they thought they were putting you under a lot of stress, or they came with a lot of drama, a lot of baggage. Take it as it resonates. I feel like they were carrying a lot of darkness. I feel like they were carrying a lot of insecurities. I don't particularly feel like they were the nicest person, but I feel like that has a lot to do with their past. I feel like they do have a lot of baggage, okay? They've been through a lot, and that is why they were sort of carrying around sort of a dark energy. I don't feel like this person was particularly in the best frame of mind when you were connected to them. I don't feel like you're particularly in contact with this person. Not right now. But it's like this person is doing it on purpose. It's like this person is staying away from you on purpose because they feel like they have too much crap, too much BS that you don't have to be dealing with. And it's like they love you so much and they want the best for you so much that even if it means they aren't with you, they feel like it's better for you to not be with them, particularly at this time. And that's why I feel like they took a step back, okay? They took a step back from this connection because of it, because they want you to be happy, because they don't feel like they are the best person for you, that you deserve somebody nicer, somebody who was more selfless, okay? Please be patient with me. Please be patient with me. They just want you to know that they do carry a lot of baggage. I want to say grief as well. Grief for some reason. This person could have been through a loss. They could have lost somebody quite important to them in the past, and they've never really gotten over it. I feel like it did cause a lot of trauma. I feel like they do carry a lot of trauma, a lot of heartbreak, okay, from losing a loved one. I feel like they did lose somebody, like somebody died that was very close to them, and it's something that really stuck with them for a long time. Could be a family member, could be an ex, okay? It doesn't have to be an ex, but I feel like it's sort of family based. I feel like they dealt with loss in a family scenario, whether that means death or whether that means somebody wasn't there for them that should have been, like a parent or family member. And like I said, it stuck with them, and they they're just not, they're trying to sort of get rid of the darkness that they have. They, like, it has sort of made them bitter. They are sort of bitter, or they were bitter, okay? And it did unfortunately affect your connection. Okay, this person adored you, this person still adores you, but like I said, they just felt like they weren't good enough for you. They felt like they needed to be nicer, or you deserve a nicer person. Please be patient with me. I feel like they definitely want to work through that darkness. They definitely want to work through that trauma. But at this time, they just aren't through it yet. They haven't healed from it, and they are still sort of messed up they are messed up a little bit mentally still. They've not really processed what happened with them, and it did affect your connection. Okay, they didn't treat you right. They didn't treat you as well as they should have, as well as they know you deserved, as well as they wanted to. This person dearly wanted to treat you properly, but they just couldn't, because, like I said, they are bitter. They are traumatized from the past, and they sort of set you free. They set you free because they were dragging you down. They weren't getting over what happened, and they sort of had to let you go in order for you to be happy. That's what they did. Please be patient with me, but I feel like they do want to work through the trauma, and I do see them wanting to come back around. I do see them wanting to reach back out to you when they have healed, when they've done some sort of like work in that regard. But that doesn't mean you put your life on hold. That doesn't mean you like wait for them. I don't want you to wait for them, okay? Not at all, but I definitely see this person, knocking on your door. I definitely see this person reaching out to you in the future once they've processed everything, okay? Message number 3, I'm ashamed so I hide. I'm ashamed so I hide. They are ashamed of themselves. They are ashamed for hurting you. I feel like they did put you through a lot of pain, a lot of just unpleasantness, and they are ashamed of it. Like I said, they are ashamed of it, and it's something that they'll never really forgive themselves for, because they know you didn't deserve that. They didn't want to treat you like that, okay? They really didn't, and they did love you. They did love you. They were just carrying a lot of crap, okay? You have a beautiful heart. Message number 4. Nothing will ever make sense without you, and that's going below. Please be patient with me. So I do see them reaching out to you in the future. Okay, I feel like they are going to do the work needed to just be a better person. Be a better person. Be a better person for themselves, and be a person that is good for you. Like I do see them reaching back out in the future. Nothing will ever make sense without you, but please be patient with me. I need to do work. I need to do self-work before I can return to you and be the person that you need, and be strong enough to like give you happiness. Be strong enough to give myself happiness. This person couldn't even take care of themselves. They still can't, but they are working on it. But that doesn't mean you wait around, okay? Not at all, Pisces. Autumn, so autumn time, whatever that means to you. Karmic debts. I definitely, like, everything that this person went through was a karmic debt, and like you got dragged into it, okay? It was definitely a karmic sort of deal going on, the hardship, the struggle. Let's pull from a different deck, Spirit. What else does Pisces person want them to know? You really touched their heart. You really touched them on a very deep level, and they do know that you're the one for them. You are the one for them. Like, if they ever were to be like serious and get married to somebody, it would be to you. Like, it wouldn't be to anybody else. I don't particularly see this person entertaining somebody else. I don't see this person interested in anybody else, at least not in a serious way, at least not in a commitment sort of way. You know, settling down, it's you. You know, it's always going to be you. You are going to be their person. But, you know, until they do the self-work, they just won't be in that place to settle down, you know. But you are the one they want to settle down with. They don't want to settle down with anybody else. They don't want to be with anybody else. You know, they don't want to seriously, you know, committed. They don't want that with anyone but you. Spirit, what else does Pisces person want them to know? You are my future. You are my future. So definitely, like, they're speaking to you right now. Definitely possibility that they could very well do this self-work and actually, like, make progress, you know. Make progress and reach out to you. You are my future. So they are thinking about the future. You know, they are thinking about you and being with you and being good enough for you and doing the work for that. I do offer personal readings, Pisces. You can check the description if you're interested in one of those. No one will ever come close to you, and I sincerely believe that, okay? Like, there's nobody else they want to be with, so it's like they are determined to do this work that has to be done, you know. Like, some of them might need to go to therapy, you know. It could be that sort of, that kind of a thing, you know, but they are willing to do that. They need to heal, though. There's a whole lot of healing and processing that they have to go through. I made you jealous on purpose. I lied to you. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. So for some of you, that could be an indication that maybe they want you to reach out. Maybe they want you to, you know, send them some sort of message. Take it as it resonates, Pisces. Whatever that means to you. But I do feel for some of you. Now, I wouldn't say this if I didn't feel it. It's not going to be for everybody, okay? It's going to be for whoever, you know, it resonates with. Tell me how you feel. I feel like for some of you, you know, you reaching out to them will accomplish something, okay? I don't know what that is, but I feel like it will be positive. I'm not saying that it will, you know, they'll be all of a sudden healed if you, like, send them a message, you know, asking them how they are or whatever. If you even want to do that, you know, if you even want to do that, which maybe you don't, because I feel like this person definitely hurt you, okay? You might not want to reach out to them, but I feel like some of you, it will resonate and you'll be like, you'll kind of think, oh, maybe I will reach out. But like I said, don't, you know, like, don't do it with the expectations of them, you know, being healed, or them, you know, wanting a commitment right away, or them, you know, wanting to start, you know, something serious. Don't go in like that. Don't go in with expectations of that, okay? Just, you kind of give them a nudge that you're there, you know, just a hey, how are you, okay? Something very small, but don't attach yourself to it, okay? Don't attach yourself to it. But I do feel like for some of you, like, it will be a good thing for you to do for them and the connection somehow. It's just what I'm feeling, okay? But I don't particularly want you to focus on this connection, like, whether you reach out or not. Either way, I don't want you to put all your eggs in this. I don't want you to dedicate yourself to this person on this connection. Definitely take time out from this whole scenario. Focus on yourself, your life. Like, explore other options as well. You know, don't attach yourself to them in any way, okay? Is what I'm feeling at this time. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You know, you need to do what's best. You need to do you at this time. Separate yourself from this, okay? Because they have healing to do, and, you know, you need a break. You need a break. You need to focus on other stuff, okay? Don't leave. Well, Pisces, you gotta leave. Pisces, you gotta leave for a time, okay? Like I said, don't attach yourself to this. If you feel like you want to reach out, and just like I said, be casual about it. Ask them how they are. That's it. Don't attach yourself to anything, okay? And, you know, you have stuff, you need to focus on you, and they need to heal, okay? And until they sort of reach out in a serious way, don't do it. Like I mean, after you sort of reaching out and being like, how are you? You know, I have this sort of scenario in my head where, like, some of you might reach out and be like, oh, how are you? And they might say this, da, da, da. And then you go and do your thing and let them heal and do their thing. But don't attach yourself to an expectation of them reaching out to you in the future, okay? At all. You focus on your life and other options and your accomplishments and your happiness, your fulfillment. Okay, and let them sort of come to you, okay? But don't expect it. But I'm saying that to you so you don't, like, it's not always on your mind, and, you know, it's better for you mentally not to attach yourself to it. But that's what I feel needs to be done. Let them come to you, okay? Let them come to you. Let's pull from a different deck, Spirit. What else does Pisces person want them to know? I hope I'll get another chance with you. Don't mistake my silence for disinterest. I'm trying to mature. I'm trying to mature before I return to you. I just want to hold you tight in my arms. I'm really trying to grow up. I think you put a spell on me. And message 21 is, I pray for you constantly. Pisces, I hope you got something from that reading, and if you have, please remember to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back here very soon. Thank you for watching.